What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JJ, also known as your gay best friend, and we're back with a story time, but it's a different kind of story time. So first things first, I want to give a shout out to my friend Gotti, hashtag go to bed. We will be applying our Fox Beauty Mocha Nude lip gloss for this video today. Keep it cute. At Fox Beauty __. It is 100% vegan and cruelty free. Just so you guys know, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and support him at T Fox Beauty. Keep it foxy. I have a different type of story time for you all today. The story time that we are going to be talking about is based off of this stripper tale. Her name is Zola, and this happened one night in 2015 where she decided to let me tell my story about what happened. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the story. Now, I am going to be looking at my phone because I am going to be reading the story from my phone. I will also put the link in the description box below where you can go ahead and find the story. Without further ado, let's get into it. Y'all want to hear a story about why me and this bitch fell out? It's kind of long, but full of suspense. Okay, listen up. This story long. So I met this white bitch at Hooters. I was her waitress. She came in with this old ass, big ass black dude. As a Hooters girl, we have to sit and talk to our customers. So I sit with them. We get to talking, and she tells me she dances. So I'm like, oh yes, bitch. Me too. Then she tells me this hulking black man is her sugar daddy. So I'm like, yes, bitch, my sugar daddy at home. I feel it. So we vibing over our hoism or whatever, and we exchange numbers. And we like, next time you dance, I'm gonna come dance with you. And they leave. So the next day, I get a text like, bitch, let's go to Florida. And I'm like, huh? She's like, I'm gonna go dancing in Florida. Let's go. Now, I'm skeptical, like, damn bitch, we just met and we already taking trips together, but I had went to Florida 2 months prior and made 15K. So low-key, I was down. So I was like, all right, I'll go. Who all going? And when we leaving? All this bitch say, be ready by 8. So I call her, like, bitch, I said, who all going? And she says, my boyfriend and our roommate, and my roommate has a place in Tampa. So I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. So I packed my baddest stripper gear and I'm ready. Now, my nigga did not want me to go. He was so hurt. So I had to fuck him calm and then I left. Now, when I got in the car, it was a white boy, her boyfriend, and this hulking black guy, not the same one that she had met at Hooters. So I text her on the slick while in the back seat, like, another sugar daddy? You got a type, bitch. And the black dude had her damn phone. So he starts laughing and he goes, I'm using her GPS. No, I'm not a sugar daddy. I've known her and her dude for 8 years. We all live together. So Jessica, the white bitch, pulls me to the side and is like, we gonna be at the club all night. This room for Jared, not us. Don't even trip. So I was like, yeah, bitch, okay. But trust, I am not laying my head here. So we leave our shit at the motel with Jared and head to the club. So we working. It was kind of slow. It was an early Friday night. The club had hella rules, which I was not used to. I'm a full nude type of bitch. But this club requires pasties and boy shorts and all this other shit. Whatever. So after making about 800, I was ready to go. She was talking to some dude, trying to talk him out his wallet, and they exchanged numbers. So I was like, call your man, I'm ready. She called the black dude. I'm like, that's not your man, but okay. So I pull her to the side before he pulls up, like, what's up with your roommate? And she's like, we were really close. Before I met Jared, I was with him. He was taking care of me. I was like, oh, well, I don't need that. Taking care of me in stripper language means that was her pimp. I was like, does Jared know? And she goes, of course not. Strike one. So then she goes, I didn't make anything tonight. What you make? Because he gonna ask. I said, that's y'all business, Jess. Chill. So he pulls up, and as soon as we get in, he goes, what y'all make? We said at the same time, nothing. And he goes, damn, my girl, she said she had a bad night too. We finna go pick her up. His fiance, who lives down here. We pick her up, and he goes, nobody made shit. Y'all wanna trap? Trap in stripper lingo means trick. So Jessica goes, hell yeah, you got some clients? I'm in the back on mute. He was like, you can get some. So Jess is like, yeah, I need to trap. But Jared is in the room and he goes, I wasn't putting y'all in that shithole. That was for him, not y'all. I'm still quiet. We pull up to a nice ass hotel on the other side of town and he goes, I'll get the clients together and text y'all off this. He handed her a trap phone. So I am mind blown at this point. So then we get to the room, nice as fuck, just me and Jess. And I start going off. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm not about to play with you, hoe. I'm going home. So she starts crying and she's like, I didn't want to take this trip alone. Please don't leave me. I would be so scared alone. She starts sobbing. I'm like, oh my God, really? Now I'm feeling bad for her. She goes, you could just check the guys in. He's not trying to force you to trap. I said, oh bitch, I know he not. I kill, dead ass kill y'all. Verbatim. So she cleans herself up and there's a knock at the door. I open the door and some fat white man goes, I'm here for the white girl. So I check his pockets, take his wallet, and let him in. They start fucking right under the bed next to me. It was a fucking mess. A mess. So when they finished, he gave her 100. I said, Jess, you selling puss for 100? Pussy is worth thousands. You tripping. She goes, I don't make the prices. The prices are already discussed before they come in. So I was like, bitch, no. If you're going to do this, do it right. So I took some pics of her and put them on Backpage, along with the trap phone number with a minimum of $500. The phone starts blowing up. I was like, see, bitch, I got you a nigga coming up right now giving $500 for 15 minutes. He comes, I check him in, they get it in, he leaves. We're doing this all night. She fucked around 20 dudes, and her sorry ass pimp only sent 3 of them. So around 6 a.m., Jared calls. She answers on speaker, and he's going off. Where the fuck are you and Zola? The club been closed. She goes, we went to another club, and it was slow. So I'm Googling 24-hour clubs. Florida has a few. Trying to help her lie, and he is not having it. He's livid. He goes, if you went home with a dude, you're dead. So then he asks to speak to me. I was like, man, I'm gonna end up killing these crazy white niggas tonight. So he starts cursing me out. Where are y'all? I know she lying. Don't be a hoe like her, Zola. I said, I promise you I'm not. He hangs up on me and that was that. We didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. We fall asleep. A few hours later, the black dude, I still don't know his name, comes out. I was like, how much I make last night? Jess goes, $5,500. I was like, why the fuck is she telling the truth? I pimped her, not him. So he goes, what the fuck? How? That's good, but I only sent you 3 clients. She goes, Zola made me a Backpage. I was like, wow. Here we go. So he goes, you could do your job better than me? I said, I was just helping her out. Your clients were cheap. He started laughing. He goes, give me the money. She gave him all of it. And he goes, thanks, Zola. You a real one. And throws $500 at me. I put that shit right in my bra. The fuck? And Jess goes, what about me? And he said, you owe me rent, Jess. You haven't paid in months. I was like, damn. So we leave and head to Jared and the Raggedy Motel because our shit was there. As we pull up, Jared chilling outside smoking weed with some dude. Pay attention here. We go out and we walk up to them. And Jared goes, here they go. The pimp goes, here who go, little nigga? Who this? Jared starts laughing and was like, he was asking me who I was here with. And I said, my girl and her friends. That's all. Chill out. The guy Jared was talking to laughs and goes, I'll catch you later, man. Nice meeting you. And he leaves. He was a black guy with dreads. A Florida man. So we all go up to the room and the pimp goes off on Jared. You know these niggas? I can't believe you told them 2 bitches in here. And Jared goes, he asked why. And I was out here mad last night. All I said was my girl went to work with her friend and I ain't want her to. Now the pimp screaming, so that nigga know it's money up in here now? Hell no. Now we gotta go. Now. Me and Jess were like, and so we pack our shit and head out. We went to a nicer hotel about 20 minutes away. So the pimp was like, Zola, keep an eye out on Jared. I was like, oh shit, dang, he done promoted me to look out and shit. So he leaves to go back to his fiance at home. And Jared and Jess start arguing. He was like, I know you was trapping, Jess. I saw the back page ad, ho. And he shows her a screenshot. I was like, oh shit, here we go. So he starts crying like a bitch. I was like, wow. He's like, I thought you were done with this. I didn't come to Florida for this, Jess. You messy. Then he turns to me and goes, this is what you came here for, Zola? I said, hell no, Jared. She low-key set me up. I ain't fucking with y'all after this. He goes, well, you even set up your friend. You're such a hoe. So they arguing for hours. I leave and go down to the pool. I mean, I'm in Florida. So my man calls me. I lied and said everything was okay. I didn't want him worrying. I had a nice dinner, and then the pimp called the trap phone. I answer, and he's like, since you madam and shit, do that shit again tonight. But set up out calls only, because this hotel too nice to trap out of. I was like, cool, got you. Especially for another 500. So I go up to the room, told Jess to get ready. Jared goes, what the fuck, again? No, bitch. I said, Jared, calm down. Please. This white nigga starts punching himself. Like crazy white people do, dog. I was like, oh, hell nah. He goes, if you do this again, Jess, I will kill myself. I love you too much. I was like, this nigga lost in his sauce and his bitch lost in the game. I said, Jared, sit the fuck down. Jess, come on so I can take some pics. It's already 10 o'clock. Y'all playing, so I make her a fresh ad. We come out the bathroom, I did her hair, makeup and shit. Jared goes, everybody knows you a hoe now. Fuck you, I wanna go home. I said, huh? He throws his phone at her and it's her Facebook. A status of both ads. Her mom is on there going off in the comments. Jessica starts bawling. Oh my God, my mom and my daughter this week, how could you? She's on the floor literally breaking down. I was like, so Jessica calls the pimp and tells, Jared, just put everything on Facebook. My whole family sees. The pimp goes, I told you to watch him, Zoe. Literally 5 minutes later, it's the pimp banging on our door. He comes in with his fiance this time and snatches Jared up by the neck. He wasted no time. He goes, I really should kill your ass. Jared is dangling off the ground crying. Please don't, please. Low-key, I'm crying. The fiance pulls out the handgun, y'all. She goes, you want to, bae, or what? Fuck him. He did our girl wrong. I was like, oh my fucking God. So now Jess steps in. She's like, please don't. Just be his ass, Z. I was like, oh, that's his name? Z? Okay, got it. So he puts him down. Z goes, nah, I'm gonna kill his manhood though. And he sits on the bed next to his fiance. He goes, sit in front of me, Jared. He does, still crying. He goes, delete the post and give me your phone. He did. Then he goes, come here, Jess. I was so lost. His fiance unbuckled his pants and Jess gets on her knees and starts sucking his dick in front of Jared and I was like, yo. He then gets up and starts fucking Jess from the back. Jared just sitting there. I'm standing with my mouth to the floor. The fiance right next to them with a gun in her lap. I was like, damn. So then he gets up and says, oh, clean up, Jess. You gotta work. He looks at Jared and says, any questions? Jared says, I wanna go home. I laughed out loud. I couldn't help it. And Z goes, nah, I'm gonna spend the night with my girl. So you go take Jess to her out calls. I was like, damn, that's fucked, bro. He goes, Zola got the clients and the addresses so y'all can take her. And him and his fiance leave. The room is silent for the next 30 minutes, swear. His first client calls, he says, ready. So Jared takes us. Z left the handgun but told me not to tell them. He slid it to me on the slick. He texted the phone like, I'm trusting you with my bitch, Zola. If anything goes left, use it. I was like, what, nigga? I can't. So anyway, Jared took us to about 4 clients and then his phone was slow. Me and Jared were in the car together while she was working. So we were starting having deep combo. He was in a bad dude. He was bipolar. Very bipolar. But I understood his outburst a little bit more. So we get back to the hotel and I get this one last call late as fuck. And the client says, I got 5,000, but I want 2 bitches. I said, oh, sorry, we only have one. The client goes, well, I got $2,000 for one, but it's 4 dudes. And we only do in calls. I was like, wow, what? So I told Z and told him. He was actually like, hell yeah, come on. So I set it up. The last minute, the client goes, actually, our call is fine, and gives me an address. So we get in the car and head to the address. Jess goes, it's 4 of them. Can you just wait in the hall, please? I was like, bitch, come on. So we head up to the room number they gave, and Jess knocks. A dude goes, who is it? And she says, in call. The door flings open fast as fuck. And the 2 big black dudes snatch Jess. Bitch, I ran so goddamn fast, I couldn't even see straight. I was out. Fuck that. I run out and the car is gone. I'm screaming, Jared, Jared. This fool gone. So I call him, still running. He like, y'all done? I said, bitch, Z told you to never leave us. Where are you? Where are you? He's like, I'm at the gas station. I was thirsty. I thought she was going to be a minute. I'm still running, laughing my fucking ass off. Don't know where I'm going. I'm like, they snatched her, dude. Come get me. I'm calling the police. He pulls out a minute later and is like, don't call the police. Call Z. I was like, Z gonna beat everybody's ass. You wasn't supposed to leave. And he's like, well, you got the gun. If you call the cops, you done too. I was like, shit, you right. So I called Z and told him what happened. Z is livid. And this deep African accent comes out. I couldn't even understand him on the phone. I was like, man, we dead, bro. So Z pulls up and he's like, let's go. I said, I'ma stay here, y'all go. He says, I'm not in the mood right now. Come the fuck on. So we all go. Me and Jared on the side of the hall where you can't see, and Z knocks on the door. A man goes, who is it? Z goes, where my bitch, man? Jessica screams and the voice says, ain't no bitch in here, bro. I was like, oh my God. Z goes, open the door. Guess who opens the door? Nigga with dreads that Jared was smoking with at the rundown motel. I was like, yo. So he goes, come in and check to Z. Z motioned for us to stay hidden. Thank God. So he goes in the room and Dreadhead there by himself right now. Z sits on the bed with his strap out and goes, where's she at, man? Dread goes, well, since she wants to steal work from my girls, she clearly wants to be here with us. We still don't see Jess. So Z goes into the closet, busts in the door, and there she is, tied up, knocked the fuck out. And Dread goes, I got $20K for her right now, man, and all is forgiven. Z said, we made more than $20K this weekend alone. Get out of here. So Dread goes, my dude's downstairs not gonna let you just walk out of here with her like that. And Z said, we'll see. Mind you, I could barely see. I'm around the corner, so I hear everything. Next thing you know, I hear some shuffling and a gun goes off. Once again, I take off. But I took off down the hall through the back. Jared wasn't far behind. And then we look behind us and Z is running with Jess over his shoulder. He throws Jess in the car and hops in the driver's seat. I hopped in with him and Jared hopped in the other car and we got the fuck on. I'm crying. I said, what the fuck happened? He goes, that nigga reached for his piece. I shot him in the face, man. I was like, oh my God. We get back to the hotel. Packed our shit and checked out. We went to Z and his fiance's condo. Nice as fuck, by the way. Jess comes in now and she tells us what happened. Apparently, they recognized her from the motel and set her up clearly. And once they snatched her, they told her to trap for them. And she said no. So they beat her ass. That's when Z interrupted when he knocked. So they knocked her the fuck out. I was like, I really gotta go home, y'all. Sorry to kill the mood, but I can't take no more of this. Jared was like, same. Z's fiance was in the kitchen counting money, dog, just like a rich hoe. So Z was like, everybody get some sleep. I'm gonna get rid of this. Talking about the gun. So he leaves. We all try to get some sleep. The next morning he comes in with tickets for me and Jared. Jared goes, I'm not leaving Jess here. Not after last night. She has a daughter and she needs to come home. Z was like, nah, we making money. I was like, wow, with a black eye and a busted lip and some Florida niggas looking for you and you still trying to trap? I was like, well, I'm ready. Jess goes, it'll be okay, Jared. I'll be home in 3 days. Jared started with that punching himself shit again. I was like, man, here we go. Jared goes, come with me or I'm killing myself. Z was like, not this shit again. I'll be in the car. Y'all two hurry up. So Jared is literally breaking down. You ever see someone hysterically crying? It's intense and Jess trying to calm him. I'm at the door already. Jared randomly stops crying instantly like some movie shit and goes, so you aren't coming? Jess said, no, Jared, I can't. So this nigga Jared runs towards their balcony and jumps. I swear to God, Bible. He fucking jumped. I screamed so loud, my heart stopped. Jess runs towards the balcony and this nigga Jared hanging. He ain't fall all the way. He was stuck by his pants, thank God. We were only on the 4th floor, but he still would have died. It was a good drop, so Jess is helping him and I call Z still crying. I was like, Jared is stuck. He tried to jump off the balconies. He was like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Family lives here, bro. What the fuck? So Z came out to help get him, slapped the fuck out of him, literally, and physically guided him to the car. Jess comes out and goes, I swear I didn't set you up, Zola. I never intended for you to trap. That's why you did it. I hope we could be friends after. I looked at her like she wasn't even speaking English and I said, I'm not gonna beat your ass right now because you're already in a bad place, but I better not ever see or hear from you again. And she walked away. Z literally buckled Jared's seatbelt, laughing my fucking ass off. And we went to the airport. Bear with me, it's almost over. When we landed in Detroit, my man picked us up. We both looked horrible. So washed up and tired. My man was like, who is this white boy? What's wrong with y'all? I said, babe, neither of us are the same. Just take him to his car and take me home. We dropped Jared off and on the way home, I told him everything. He could barely speak honestly. Check this out. This is the last 4 weeks. I get a collect call 4 days later from a jail in Las Vegas. It's Jessica. She goes, we got caught trapping in Vegas and we all got arrested. I said, oh, why are you calling me? She goes, Z was wanted for kidnapping 15 underage girls and is linked to 6 murders in Florida. I said, Florida? Murder? You have the wrong number. She screams, ask Jared to bail me out. He won't answer my collect calls. I said, Jared, you really got the wrong number. I hung up and called Jared. He goes, yeah, I heard. It's on the news. He's a huge trafficker. I found out later that Jess and his fiance played victim, and they were both forced. And Z, whose name I can't pronounce, was an African man, and he was wanted literally everywhere. He got sentenced to life, and Jess is back in Detroit with her mom and baby. And that's the end of that. So, friends, that's the end of the reading. I hope you all enjoyed. They're making a movie about it, which is absolutely epic. The Zola movie trailer is out now. And remember, please like, please subscribe, and until next time.